this is Liz again from Non-Stop Kids. Thank you very much if you watched my face painting video a couple of weeks ago, well, over the last 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed it. You've maybe been able to try some things out. And I did say last time that we're going to do some unicorns, so that's exactly what we're going to do today. And I'm going to show you how to do a unicorn. This one's quite new for me. I haven't really been doing it too long, but it's one of my favourites and it's really, really popular with girls. Hi, if we've got any sort of like little girls watching, this one's really, really popular with the girls. Now what I'm going to use is I'm going to use something called a split cake or a one stroke. You don't have to use these, you can do it in block colours, but this is what they look like. They're super pretty. And yeah, that is basically what we're going to use. I've got this one here and then I've got this one just here, and as you can see, or maybe not, this one's running out just a little bit, but I'm going to go for this one. And the first thing that we're going to do on the unicorn is the horn at the top. So what I've got here is a angled brush, so it's flat and it's just angled slightly at the top. This is just from a painting set, it's not a face painting brush, it's just from a painting set. So I'm going to get a little bit of water on there and then we'll dip a little bit of water off as well. And we're going to go in with this colour that I said, and ideally if you want to do it in a block colour, that works absolutely fine. You could choose like just white and do the same shape with the white, that would work. But if you are using one of these, then we want to go with a colour that's got white on, and you want to make sure that the white is going to go at the top, so the brush is going to go along the head this way. So you want to make sure the white is at the top, so just there where I'm tapping, you want to make sure that's where the white is, and then the colour's at the bottom, so the longer side of the brush. Okay, so we're going to go in with that. And as you probably saw from my flowers, I like to check everything on my hand first. So we'll do that just there. And you can see that's giving quite a nice shade. So like I said, we're going to do like a sweep like this. And just make sure that the white is at the top. So you just want to make sure the white's at the top, or if you're doing all white, then that doesn't overly matter. So I'm just going to go in there now and do that white. Trying to get an angle where you can see me as well. There we go. So we're just going to keep the white bit as steady as we can, and then just swoop the colour around like that. You can see it's not quite completely done, which is absolutely fine. So what I'm then going to do is turn the brush around, so I use the other side of it, but making sure that the white is still at the top, to get the paint that's on the other side as well. So I'll do that just now. And then I didn't quite swoop it enough, so I'm just going to fill it out a little bit like that. Doesn't need to be perfect. And then you can see you've sort of got like an upside down rainbow just there, and the white's at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the white that was in the colours that I used, which was this one. So you can see the white is just there, and I'm just going to get some where the white is on the brush, which is at the top on the shorter side. I'm just going to get the white from the paint, and I'm just going to go down there just to pick up a little bit more white, because that will then finish off the top of the horn for the unicorn. So it's just there like this. So I'm just going to use the white side just to fill in the triangle at the top. I'm probably going to get a little bit more white, put a little bit more water on the brush because there's not quite enough there. So I've just kind of cleaned the other colours off the brush, and I'm just going to get the white one again. Funny. There we go. So I'll just get that white colour again. There is a little bit of sort of a pinky mixed in, but not too worried about it, doesn't really matter. And here we go, we'll just fill that white in again. There we go, and that will give us the kind of top shape of the unicorn. Don't worry if it's not perfect, because you're going to go in a little bit later and sort of neaten it all up, but that gives you like the top shape of the unicorn horn, and it's like a multicoloured horn. So then what we're going to do from there is we're going to do the tail that comes out from here. You can do it with the same colours. I'm going to pick some different colours, I think. So there we go, just get the water off there, give it a little, I always give my brush sort of a little press off so there's not too much excess water. And actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to change my mind, I'm going to, no. If you have a look just here, these were the colours that I used for the unicorn horn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the colours that I didn't pick up, which is the dark blue just there, and there's a lighter blue, and then the white is in the centre. And I'm going to pick them up again so that the white, exactly the same as before, but the white is on the smaller end of the brush. So basically just picking the same one stroke up, just the opposite way. And we'll do that, and then we'll give it a quick test run on the hand. My hands are always covered in paint by the time I finished a party. There we go. So the brush is on, so you can see there that creates that colour just there. I've picked up a little bit of pink as well, but that's absolutely fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start, we're going to start here. Yeah, we'll go that way, I think. We'll go this way. With the white down, we're going to swoop like this, so kind of making like an S shape around the eye. And we're just going to keep the brush kind of as flat as possible as we're doing it. So I'll show you that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just here, and I'm going to make an S shape down and then just flick it off at the end like that. And normally there'd probably be enough paint on the other side of the brush to do exactly the same on the other side. However, I didn't quite put enough paint on, so we'll just pop a little bit more on now. There we go, just put a little bit more water on. So again, I'm just going to make sure that I get in the white is going to be in the small bit of the brush, exactly the same as before. So we're just going to make sure we've got lots of paint on there. And then exactly the same again. Normally I can move around, so I'm going to try and do the left side of my face with my right hand. We'll see how that goes. But again, we just do exactly the same, and we swoop. So here's what we do. We start in exactly like we did before, and we're just going to swoop that round and flick it off at the end, so you get an S shape on each side. And that's how you do it, nice and simple, just like that. And that is going to be like the tails of your unicorn. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap over my brushes. So I'm going to use a slightly different brush. It's really similar to this one, but it's just a little bit smaller, and it looks like this. So it's pretty much the same brush, it's just much smaller. And we're going to kind of do a part of the mane coming in and then into here. And it doesn't matter if you go over this sort of purple bit here, that's not a problem at all. I think I'm going to do it in the same colours that I've been using. It doesn't have to be, you can do it in other colours, but I'm just going to do it in the same one. And again, if you only have paints that are just like block colour, that's absolutely fine, you can use those, it's going to work. You're going to get exactly the same sort of pattern and shape, no problem. So I've just gone back in with exactly the same one again, and again I'm going to put the white facing down, so the white's at the bottom, and I'm going to swoop into here on this side of the brush, and then I'm going to turn the brush and swoop in just down to the top of where your nose is. So we'll do that just now. So we're just going to go from here, and we're going to swoop that down, then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. We're going to swoop that down. So that's what you get just there. You can join them up if you want to, it's up to yourself. So then that bit's done as well, and then the sort of the last bit to do on the to get like the actual sort of shape of the unicorn is to do some ears. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go with, I've got a grey and a white just here, but if you don't have it, you can do it just in white if you want to, or grey. Or if you do have like block paints and you don't mind, mums and dads, if you don't mind if we cut them all up, you can just cut up and put colours into strips like that in a tub and it works just as well. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this one here, which is my sort of, oh, it's more silver, I haven't used it before. And we're going to definitely do a hand test run on this one because I actually haven't used this colour before. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, I like that, that's working really well. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to create the ears of the unicorn. So I kind of like to think of it as a wavy triangle. So I'm going to do a wave up there to get the shape. Then I'm going to turn the brush over so the white stays in the middle and then just round it off on each side. I'll do this side first. I think this is going to be the easier side because that's the right side for me. So I'm going to put the brush down and I'm going to curl it up to the centre. You can see that just there. And then I'm going to turn the brush around and just round it off up to there. So that creates your first unicorn ear. I'm going to get a little bit more paint on the brush. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. So again, I've got exactly the same paint on the brush. The grey sort of silver colour is at the top of the unicorn, the top of the brush just there, white's at the bottom. And we're going to do the same again, we're going to kind of curl it on one side and then swoop it on that side. So we're going to start pretty much in the same place. We're going to try and get them even. If it's not 100% even, it doesn't matter. So we've swooped. You can see that just there, I've just swooped. And then I'm just going to curl under to join. And you can see there on that side, if you can. Didn't quite swoop up as nicely just because I'm kind of working on the wrong side. That's fine, just get the end of your brush and just make the shape. And then we've got sort of our unicorn ears there. And then all we need to do after that is just sort of put some detail in to make it look super cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my white brush first of all, the brush that I like to use for white. Here we go. So that's my white one there that I like to use for whites, and I'm going to get my white paint as well, which is just up here. I'm going to swirl it all in there, so I'm going to get some water on the brush, swirl it all in just to sort of loosen the paint up just there. And we're going to put in the nose of the unicorn. So I might be able to do this just looking here. So we're just going to go across the nose, just going to kind of create some flicks down. And then we're just going to paint the nose shape on. So 2 M's, think like the McDonald's sign. We're just going to paint that there like that. And that's going to kind of give us our unicorn nose. And then I might just put a few more sort of flicks across going back up. Okay, so that is the start of our unicorn, and then what I'll do in the next video is I'll show you just how to finish this off and to make the horn look a bit more like a horn, and just put some more details on and some stars, which I haven't showed you how to do yet. So yeah, that's what we'll do in the next video. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you can have a go at this at home, that would be awesome. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye.